And this is Kyla Ross over on the vault. 17-year-old. She is the second of this first rotation on vault after Yao Jinan.
Yurchenko double full, probably one of the best I've ever seen her do. Incredible height. We talked about that execution. Perfect body alignment. Chest was up on the landing. I'm not sure it could get any better for Kyla right now.
Well, she really did lift off that vaulting table spectacularly. Keep in mind, we mentioned that Simone Biles does the most difficulty in the competition. Simone Biles will do a vault that's worth 0.5 of a point more in terms of difficulty, and she does it exceptionally well. But in terms of clean execution and technique, it's hard to beat this, isn't it?
Right there down that center line. You mentioned 0.5 less on the start value, but execution, half of the score as well. Remember, execution starts from that 10.0. Judges take deductions from there. The start value on that double full is a 5.8. They'll add those scores together, and it should be a good total.
And it is 15.366 after Yao Jinan started things with a 14.8. So
Henrietta Onodi, who was a great Olympic medalist back in the 90s and someone you competed a lot with, Amanda.
Well, here is the American Kyla Ross on the uneven bars. Certainly one of her strengths for the evening.
She had a very difficult 6.4 start value in the qualifying round in a clean exercise, qualified second.
Well, she is beautiful on this event because of her extension, her form. The judges specifically looking for handstands like that. Right on top of the bar.
This is where she was so important to the Fierce Five at the Olympics last year. She contributed on bars and beam. And that clean execution and form is just as good as it gets. Wow.
Oh, perfect landing there. Looked like she almost had a little slip up in the middle, but she had a great save. You know, Kyla is very confident. She handles the pressure well. And most importantly, even though it might not be her perfect routine, she always sticks with it.
See her congratulations from her coach, Jenny Shang, in Aliso Viejo, California. Jenny Shang and Howie Liang have coached her for several years, and they've just developed a terrific bond.
You can see how important the hand placement is on these release moves. Where she stands out is her body alignment on those handstands. And of course, the lasting impression right here on her dismount. Double layout, spots the ground.
There, as we're over to Kyla Ross now on the balance beam. She needs a 14.517 to supplant her teammate Simone Biles at the top of the standings.
A huge opportunity here. She had a 14.566 in qualifying. So this is a score that she's certainly capable of.
Perfect landing there in her tumbling element.
First on balance beam at the U.S. Championships this year.
One of those elements with the connection. She ended on this event at the national championships, and that element right there, she circled and circled and circled, saved it.
This is aggressive, isn't it?
She looks confident.
You mentioned that at the top of the show. She seems to have some renewed confidence. I really see her really focused and aggressively going for these skills.
Quick connection there, solid. You know, having been at the Olympics, getting that experience, you have to think that that is an added element to her confidence.
Nice.
And a little step there. Big smile.
And her teammate reacts, Simone Biles, who she's chasing.
This is going to come down to likely a 1-2 finish by the Americans. They go to floor, where Simone Biles probably has an advantage because of her high level of difficulty. But Kyla Ross, under enormous pressure, really rocked the beam routine.
Well, she was elegant, beautiful, and solid on this event. Like I mentioned, one of the best athletes when it comes to execution, and while she doesn't have the difficulty on floor, I will tell you what, her floor routine is one of my favorites to watch. So we are in for a show from the Americans on the next event as well. Absolutely beautiful.
Well, if nothing else, Kyla is not going to make it easy on Simone. Applying the pressure in this third rotation on the balance beam. She actually needs a 13.858 to take the lead. That 5.7 score would be to tie her teammate Simone Biles. So it's
Actually, Mustafina.
Mustafina, yes, right. Who's currently the leader. Biles will be last.
Well, she scored a 14.333 day one.
So this is easily a score that she can attain if she's clean.
And that's the artistry. She dances into the pass. She dances right out of the pass.
Looks like a little nerves in that turn.
Came out a little bit early there. You can see she was going for the stick. She knows at this point every 10th matters. Like you mentioned on that turn, I think she watered it down. She's staying simple and clean. That's kind of what she is known for. This is the last tumbling pass.
Beautiful.
Well, every time I watch her on that event, I just get sucked into her routine. I think she performs and makes it look so easy.
Interesting that she has a gold medalist from the Olympics, but she's never been in the World Championship. So she'll undoubtedly move into first place as she gives a hug to her teammate Simone Biles, who has a chance to take over that spot if she hits her routine.
Again, 13.858 is the mark she's looking for to move past the Russian, Mustafina, who's currently in the lead.
Excuse me, but you know, we mentioned earlier you just can't teach power. There's something also about grace and elegance. You can't quite teach it, right? You either have it or you don't.